Hey guys, welcome back for another quick and simple tutorial. This one's going to be on creating a custom brush in Photoshop. I know a lot of you may already know this, but it's just going to be a quick recap for those who don't. First thing you're going to want to do is open up Photoshop, and you're going to want to do a new layer either by hitting Command N or going to File, New. I'm going to make this one about 500 by 500. It's typically best to do a square so that you can kind of keep in perspective what it's going to look like later, but you can do it any size you really want to. So click OK, and then you see this is the background layer. I'm not going to go ahead and unlock it now, but you can if you need to later. Everything we're going to be doing is going to be on layers above this. So go ahead and create 3 new layers. And on layer 1 down here, I'm going to go over to my brush tool, and I have lost it. There we go. Brush. And come over here. Brush tip shapes. And I'm going to go down to do something like 45. And shape dynamics, I'm going to want the angle jitter to be maybe 8%. We just want it to do a little bit of variety here. You're going to want to make sure that your color is on black, because all the brushes are going to be in black and white later. You can change the colors later, but for now you want it to be a high contrast color. So I'm just going to do some simple shapes here, different sizes, and then close this out. Go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur. And we obviously don't want it that high, so drag it down until it's just slightly blurred out. Click OK, then go up to layer 2, go back, make sure your brush is still selected, go back. I'm going to use the same brush for now. What I'm actually going to do is change the size to a little bit smaller, and then I'm going to go up here and create some more random shapes. And then I'm going to go to Filter, Blur, Gaussian Blur, and I'm going to turn the blur down a lot more. Okay, then I'm going to go to layer 3, and this time I'm going to choose a more rounded brush, but I don't want any blur on this one. So go up to top. I'm going to do something like 30. And click OK, and just some random shapes. Change the size again, back to something even smaller. Just do some dots. Okay. And the next thing you're going to want to do is make the background layer invisible. Then right click on the layer above that and go to Merge Visible. Then come up here to Edit and define Brush Preset. You're going to want to name this whatever you want. I'm just going to name this Random Brush. Okay. And then, just for simplicity's sake, I'm going to Command A and delete, and then I'm going to shrink this brush down so that we can see it inside here. I'm going to make sure that shape dynamics and angle jitter are on, because I'm just creating random shapes, or whatever you want to call it here. Then I'm going to come through here and do something like this. And you can see it's just random, but if you have this on an image that you're using, say like a moonlight scene or a dark scene, you can create snow or fog or dust, basically whatever you want to do, as long as the angle jitter is set correctly, and you can change the size with that. So it's very useful for even if you want to do dirt. Just change the size and the color respectively, and you can create some very, very interesting shapes with this.